Are you the parent that comes to the Little League game and you sit on the fence and you yell and scream at your kid and you yell at the referee and you yell at the umpire and you're like, what are you doing? But I just want to let you know, if you are that parent, on behalf of your kid's coach, he hates you. Just letting you know. So I'm going to roll a clip of me modeling this behavior for you during a little play that Savannah in her 10-year-old softball game. But I'll be the one calling Savannah Sunny. So I'm the voice in this video calling her Sunny. Okay, maybe it wasn't exactly the right way to act, but I would like to put on the record that I just put the game-winning run on second. You're welcome. If your first base coach falls asleep like that woman obviously did, it may be God's will for you to intervene, is all I'm saying. A study was done in 2007 and found that the number one thing a child between the ages of 10 and 17 wants to hear from their parent after a game is, "What are you doing swinging at the ball in the dirt?" The number one thing a child wants to hear from their parent 24 hours or less after a game is, "I enjoyed watching you play." That's it. That's all they want to hear. They don't want any coaching from their parent. They want you to be their parent. I enjoyed watching you play. That's why young kids love having the grandparents at the game. Because grandma's like, "I loved watching you play." And Savannah's like, "I struck out 3 times." And she's like, "I loved all 9 swings." Well, Savannah had a tough year. She had coaches that motivated with anger and fear and intimidation. And this is 12-year-old softball. And they just had grown men coaches that wanted to yell at little girls. I don't know exactly why. And she just had a really bad year. And let's show that picture of her, that still shot picture. This is the next one. Yeah, you can see she had a tough year. I mean, she did keep her eye on that one, but... It's not your job as a parent to be your child's agent. It's not your job to get in between the coach and the child. God has ordained this season of life for your child. And during this particular season, God has let them play for this coach. So God has lessons that this coach is going to teach your child. And if you step in between and say, "Don't you treat my child that way. I'm that child's advocate. I'm that child's Jerry Maguire. Show me the money." That is not the role of the parent, to get in between and to be the child's advocate. But Savannah wanted to quit, and she came to me the night of the championship game and said, "Dad, I want to quit. It's no fun." And I said, "It's never going to be God's will for you to quit something that you've committed to if it's not fun. I don't know what it is yet, but you're going to learn something through this." And you have to understand, my daughter bats left-handed, bunts and slaps and hits the ball on the ground and never hits the ball into the air, into the outfield. I like to film from the third base side so I get this view so we can watch the whole swing. You need to know when you watch this video, the entire other team is sitting on the third base side. So we get to the last inning. We're down 1 run, 2 outs, 1 person on base. Savannah's at bat with 2 strikes. And keep in mind, there are 3 other teams in this league in Richland County, South Carolina. This is huge. But I'm going to illustrate for you accurately what our job is to do for the parent. You can roll this video. Yes! Go, girl, go! 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 Yes! Ball game! That's my kid. I'm sorry, I'm going crazy. I got it.
I'm sorry, I'm on y'all's team, I'm sorry. She's a lefty, so I gotta film from this side.
So if our job is not to be the child's agent, what is the job of the parent? It's to be the child's biggest fan. God says, coach, player, parent. We pray and lift up that kid and hope that they're ready to learn the lessons that this coach has been ordained by God to teach that child. The method you might not agree with. But you know what this crazy, maniacal, strange coach was great at? Teaching 12-year-old girls how to hit a softball. I'm not telling you that the takeaway from this is pray for your daughter to hit the game-winning home run in the championship game and then she will. That is not the takeaway. However, that is what happened to us. And you may be sitting there all bitter being like, Marty, you just want to show a home run of your little 12-year-old girl. I own that a little bit, okay? I show that at every show. Get emotional watching it. You know why I get emotional watching it? Because in the car on the way home, Savannah said to me, Dad, when I was rounding second, I thought I was going to get thrown out at home because I was giggling so loud. She's rounding second. She had never hit the ball in the air. She was fast and taught how to hit it on the ground, but these coaches willed those kids how to hit, and she hit that. That's what God was teaching us. That's what God was saying. Be patient. Suck it up. Wait. I promise. Trust. The ordination of the authority of coach, player, parent is in place. Don't get in the way of it. Trust. What in your life right now are you sticking up, just waiting for God to reveal what the plan is? Is your boss a jerk? Is your workmate next to you awful? And God is literally saying, just wait. You got that job in my will. So I'm going to reveal to you what you're supposed to learn in this adversity that you can take to the next job. Savannah's now 2 years removed from this, playing high school softball, learning how to hit from this maniacal, crazy coach that I love now. Hated then. So that's the takeaway. During that adversity, what can you learn? So what are you suffering through right now? Besides this show.